that if the individual doesn't have the texture of hair, you need to create that texture. And you can do it by just wrapping them with water or maybe a little gel, again, depending on the texture of the hair, and permanent wave rods. Then after it's dry under a regular dryer, you take them all out, and then we can begin to create the look. And in this situation, we're going to create a cowboy hat. So what we'll do is after you comb it all out, you want to segmentate off a small area, or the area that you would be a square on top of a hat. And you leave it, and you get it out of the way so you can work comfortably, or so you don't run into your work.
Now, anytime you're creating fantasy with whatever design you've chosen that you're going to chase after, is again, remember, you can only work what's between your fingers, whatever you can hold up, and the most important thing is foundation. Once you have the foundation together, you can go ahead and put an awesome finish. You have a poor foundation, you're going to struggle all the way through it. So take your time. Like for example, if you're with long hair, you'll want to use all the technology you know. Like for example, you just saw me back comb the hair. So back comb it, put the spray on there, go ahead and put the heat. Don't move quickly, make sure that it's dry before you move on to your next section. Again, back to the base. The base is the ultimate importance. Don't worry, with White Sands Clear Finish, you can respray and you can go ahead and remold. Again, don't worry about the outside look, that it doesn't look like the base or it doesn't look beautiful. That's okay, that's part of fantasy work. It takes time to put this whole thing together. Anyway, the thing that we do in this particular look is you want to identify where you want the rim to land a particular person. The best thing to do is put the rim in the areas where it's going to accent the eyes and so forth. Anyway, as you begin, this is the set. We want to do two segments. You want to go all the way around, and you put your first thickness in, and then you go ahead and put another one. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to bring those two together. So now we're spraying out towards the rim, and then again apply the heat. Take your time. It probably take a little bit longer than the base, and the reason being is we're trying to kind of pancake two pieces together. And go ahead and use the dryer after you put the spray on there, and pat the two layers together so that it stays together. And the nice thing about this particular dryer is it is a focused high heat, and it will hold. Now again, after you get it all like a nice little pancake, you see that I'm spraying right in a particular area. That's where I'm going to put the bend in. And then you test this dry with, and you say, yeah, that will look great, or no, that won't look great, and you make the necessary adjustments. But this length of hair is much more difficult. When you begin, maybe try to use a head of hair that is not so long, because the longer you have that hair, the more difficult it's going to be. Okay, spray that edge and just make it turn, and again, hold the heat on there until it hardens. Now go ahead and spray the rim, and begin to, in this situation, tuck the rim. You use shorter hair, you won't need to do that. And again, just continue to move forward. Right now we're not looking for perfection, but we're looking for at least a 75-80% sharpness in the line of the hat. So when you go back, you don't have to work on it so hard. Now we're doing the back portion. Again, spray the base area, tap it in with the heat. Now if you're going to use again a different dryer other than what you were seeing here, put it on low air, but keep making it as hot as you can, because the heat is what causes the spray to dry quickly. And you see how much spray I'm putting, and you've been watching me put spray on over and over and over again. Well, this is because this spray will not crystallize. Actually, the more heat you put on it, the shinier it gets. So that's the least of your worries. And you also see that I'm spraying over areas that I've already sprayed, and it's because it's a working spray. It doesn't boom harden to the point where you can't recomb or whatever. Alright, now we're going to do the other side, and again, identify the area, turn that piece over, and then now you can look into the mirror and see lining one side up with the other, just like a haircut. And again, you spray the ends and you begin to turn it, and you can see how it begins to take shape. This is the back. Again, put your spray in and tuck and mold. This is strictly a it's like sculpturing, but you need to take your time. You need to hold the vision in your mind about what you're doing, and as you begin to put it together, you can make adjustments, you can make changes, and it'll look great. Don't be afraid to push and tug. That the hair will just go with you, and it's because the spray is such a workable product. And let me mention one thing about the spray. This is a brand new formula into the industry. There is nothing like it. We use the most expensive resins, and that's why you can do all these different things with this product. If you wanted to use a curling iron, and it will not stick to the curling iron, it will not crystallize, it will make it shiny, and then you can comb right through it, and the hair will feel silky and touchable, and so it doesn't have any spray. Okay, it's important to make sure that that base is firm, and in this case we're staying away from her skin. Now we're going to go ahead and there's a high area. As I'm looking at it, I said, no, I think it should be it's too high and it's throwing the look off balance. What this does, after you spray and you push here and you push there,
shape and well balanced, then you do your middle part. You unpin it, and then the best way to handle it is just back home in a little bit, not a lot.
okay, spray, and go ahead and again take your time. You're in the finish mode, and you can just spray a little bit at a time here and there. You don't need to back comb it a whole lot. With the right texture of hair, after you put it in there, it moves really, really easy. Use your hand, go ahead and create that squarish look. One of the things that I didn't have, that we forgot when we came, was you can buy the feathers, at a craft store, and you can actually put the feathers in the hat. And what happens when you do that? People mistaken this for a real hat.